whereas I've got the live action stuff, you've put more realistic explosions and stuff in your videos by this point, and I thought that was cool. I like what he's done there.
Yeah. The explosion is another video that I found on YouTube that I've just sped up in order to make, it seem more devastating. And the sound of the actual explosion, that's actually Audrey 2's death explosion from Little Shop of Horrors. In my mind, it's one of the most devastating sounding explosions that I've encountered so far.
Okay, I've got to tell you, there's I can't remember the name of the episode, but recently I did a massive marathon of the Star Wars Clone Wars series.
Okay.
Which I happen to have right here.
Huh.
And there's an episode where there's a really tiny alien general, like he's really short, like 4 times smaller than R2-D2. And it's 4 episodes where him and a bunch of astromech droids, aka R2-D2 of this sort, they're on a mission to find out what General Grievous has planned. And spoilers, eventually it gets to a point where they've rigged a ship to explode on one of the bases, and it's got all the main characters there, like the generals and things of the Jedi and stuff. And I won't spoil what happens, but the explosion was insane. Like, it was like, for a Clone Wars episode, I think that's one of the best explosions I've ever seen in an episode. It's really good.
Nice.
Maybe I'll send you the name of the episode so you could put that up for people to see, I suppose. I'll look it up.
Alright. And that right there is a shot of my floor because I'm lazy. And the dust, well, not exactly lazy because I wanted to keep it simple. I needed room for, like the dust and the ashes to blow onto the screen. So, yeah.
I think it looked awesome. It all looked great.
Yeah. That clunking noise was actually from the clangers, believe it or not.
Huh?
Have you heard of the clangers?
Yeah, I have.
Alright, basically, it's from a little episode where they find, like, this machine and they piece it together and it starts producing all these plastic objects. And the soup dragon is forced to dive into it with a key in order to turn it off. And that sound that you hear fresh emerging from the pile of Cybermen, that's actually the same noise Soup Dragon makes when she exits the pile of plastic products. So yeah.
Cool.
I'm resourceful.
Good grief, that was a huge explosion. At least we survived, right, Lefty? Lefty? Lefty, where are you?
And you hear the same noise again because, I'm lazy.
Oh, I never noticed. But I have to say, obviously I'm the enemy in this, but I was watching the episode and my heart sank for a second because I thought you were going to kill off Lefty, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't want it to go that far, like this early, and then honestly, what happens with Lefty happens now, and yeah, I'll tell you more about that in a minute.
Yeah. And yeah, he emerges from a ripped up popcorn bag that I had on hand because, I wanted to show that this explosion did do stuff.
I'm okay. Oh, thank goodness you're alright. As long as I exist, so do you.
Reason I said that is because, Fresh Powder is my alter ego, and, without me, Lefty couldn't be alive today.
Yes. Why is that? I can't tell. Why is that the case? Like, I mean, he's just
he's just a good actor.
Huh?
He's just a good actor. He needs a job.
Is he is he one of your like key stage hands or something?
Yeah. Oh wait, he's actually joining us right now for the commentary. Hello, everybody.
Lefty, I have an important question for you.
Uh-huh.
When did you meet Fresh Powder, and why are you so loyal to him?
Well, I think it was in 2015 when I was adopted, from Ripley's in London. He found me in the gift shop, and as soon as he came into contact with me, he knew I had to be a side character.
Cool. Well, you're an amazing actor. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Let's hope you survive the next chapter.
Yeah, I hope so. Alright.
No.
And for those of you who love Disney, you'll know that that's the music from Dinosaur, where Aladar looks back at at his island after the meteor struck, and it's just ruined.
Yes, and that was a 10 out of 10 choice for the scene, I have to say, because when I heard that music, it went so well with the emotional scene, so kudos to you again. That was good.
Yes. And some of the Cybermen that you see here, the ones where they're like on the ground and losing their legs, those are actually toys, pictures of toys that I found.
Alright.
So, yeah, every little helps.
The sight before them was horrible. A third of the army was destroyed. Those who survived were tending to the fallen, but many were dismembered, destroyed, and very badly burning. And Fresh had to do something. An active pool of liquid nitrogen churned in his belly, the very source of his power.
Yes. This was my attempt at trying to build up on Fresh's anatomy, mainly because I wanted to be creative and wondered, I wonder if Snakestaff's gonna find out, do anything with this.
Yeah, I remember messaging you while you were making it and saying it would be interesting to find out more about the character and his capabilities, and so when you added that touch, I was like, okay, that's quite cool, I liked it.
Yeah. It was kind of based off a clip from How to Train Your Dragon, where one of the dragons sort of swallows rocks, melting it in his stomach, and then it fires them as lava. And so I thought, this could work with Fresh Powder, but in reverse, with liquid nitrogen.
How to Train Your Dragon's awesome. Have you seen it in 3D?
Yes, I have.
He took a deep breath, freezing the air, and blew out a flurry to extinguish the fires. Many of the Cybermen were incinerated.
Those two Cybermen are, again, toys, because I needed certain shots that I can't get with the ones that I already have.
Yeah, cool.
This is round about the point where I was really experimenting with the Cybermen now.
Yeah, well, like you say, use what's available to you, and it was good. Nice use of the toys, because I never noticed that they were toys.
Yeah.
But he tried helping those who survived the blast. He heard one Cyberman's voice above them all.
Fresh powder. Don't save you.
It was the Cybermen's leader.
Also, for those of you who've noticed, I have typed in what I wanted to say, but at the end I said it differently. One is because I keep forgetting to change my lines. The other reason is sometimes it sounds better in my head.
I will say, I have noticed that on occasion, but you've done nothing like majorly different. If someone was watching it
At the front